India celebrated its 79th Independence Day with the tricolour flying high. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dropped a bombshell that thrilled the nation. Next generation GST reforms, a bold plan to overhaul the goods and services tax, GST, just in time for Diwali 2025. Branded as a Diwali gift for 1.4 billion Indians, these reforms promise to cut taxes on everyday items, make life easier for small businesses, and supercharge India's $4 trillion economy. 8 years after GST's launch, this is India's chance to simplify taxes, put more money in people's pockets, and shine as a global economic star. Here's the exciting story of how these changes will transform lives from bustling markets to quiet villages. Let's check out why GST needed a fix. When GST started on July 1st, 2017, it was a big deal, combining a messy web of state and central taxes into one system. But by 2025, it was clear it wasn't perfect. With 4 tax rates, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%, everyday items like packaged snacks, clothes, and electronics were too expensive for many families. Small shopkeepers and businesses struggled with complicated rules and piles of paperwork. For a vegetable vendor in Kolkata or a family buying groceries in Delhi, GST often felt like a burden. After listening to people's complaints and working with states, Modi announced reforms to make taxes lower, rules simpler, and life better for everyone. What's new in the GST reforms? The new GST plan, set to kick in by Diwali 2025, is like a festival firecracker, bright, bold, and full of promise. It's built on 3 big ideas: lower taxes, simpler rules, and helping businesses grow. Here's what's changing: fewer tax rates. The 12% and 28% slabs are mostly gone. Now, there'll be mainly 5% and 18% rates, with a 40% rate for luxury stuff like tobacco. Most items in the 12% slab, like packaged foods, will drop to 5%, and 90% of 28% items, like fridges or branded snacks, will move to 18%. Cheaper, everyday items, things like butter, juice, clothes, and medical kits will cost less. Even bigger purchases like TVs or washing machines will be more affordable. Easier for businesses. New technology will make filing taxes as simple as shopping online, with pre-filled forms and faster refunds. No more cess. The compensation cess, an extra tax to pay state loans, is ending, which means more tax cuts. Imagine a small shopkeeper in Chennai paying less tax on goods, a family in Lucknow buying a cheaper fridge for Diwali, or a startup in Bangalore saving time on tax forms. These changes are designed to make everyone's life easier. How these reforms benefit India. The GST reforms are like a big win for everyone in India. Here's how they help. For families, lower taxes mean cheaper groceries, clothes, and household items. For example, a pack of biscuits or a bottle of juice could cost 7% less, saving families hundreds of rupees each month. This is huge for the middle class and poor, who spend a lot on daily needs. Diwali shopping in 2025 will feel like a real treat. For small businesses, small shops and factories which employ millions will pay less tax and deal with less paperwork. This means more money to grow their business or hire workers. A street vendor selling snacks or a small clothing store can now compete better with big brands. For the economy, cheaper goods mean people will buy more, boosting shops and markets. Experts say this could add 1 to 2% to India's economic growth, helping it reach its $23 trillion goal by 2047. More spending means more jobs, especially in small towns and villages. For the poor, items like small shampoo sachets, soap, or packaged food will likely drop to 5%, making life more affordable for low-income families. This is a big step to reduce inequality. For big businesses, companies like those making phones or electronics will benefit from lower taxes, making their products cheaper and boosting sales. Industry leaders like Pankaj Mohindru say this puts money back in people's pockets. What could be the global impact? These reforms make India look strong to the world. Investors from places like the US, Japan, and Europe already see India as a hot market, especially after its G20 success in 2023. Lower taxes, simpler rules show India's serious about being easy to do business with, attracting more factories and jobs. It's a signal that India's $4 trillion economy is ready to grow even bigger, competing with giants like China. What are the challenges ahead? Not everything will be smooth. Some states worry they'll lose money since the 18% slab brings in most GST cash. Sorting out taxes for 1,500 products is a huge job, and the GST Council, which hasn't met since December 2024, needs to act fast to roll this out by Diwali. Shops might take time to adjust prices, causing some confusion at first, but India's pulled off big projects like UPI and Digital India before, so it's ready for this challenge. Modi's GST reforms are more than just tax changes. They're a promise to make life better for every Indian. By Diwali 2025, families will save money, small businesses will grow, and India will take a big step toward its dream of a $23 trillion economy. It's a plan to bring joy to markets, homes, and hearts, proving India's strength and spirit shine brighter than ever.